everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and for those who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, so twice a week. So make sure, if you are interested in this type of content, that you do not forget to thumbs up this video and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss the next upload. So everybody, I am going to take you on a little bit of a journey with me today, and I first want to come out the gate and say, no, this channel is not turning into a completely 100% upcycle video. I will walk you through the type of upcycler I believe that I am going to be, because for those who are new to the channel, you might be totally new and don't know this, but I make everything that I wear, but I use patterns and fabric. I used to thrift fabrics and things of that nature years ago when I lived in Wisconsin, but now I live in Texas. I have decided I need to get back into that, but also I am very inspired by and excited by doing some upcycles and some different projects. But we're going to get into the type of upcycler I believe that I will be, because I do sew on a regular basis. That is not changing, but we're going to talk about the type of upcycler I'm going to be. But let's start out, and I will share with you how my day went. All right, guys, it's a new day. If you saw my high fashion fabrics video, this is really all in the same day, but I am now going thrifting. I have not been thrifting purposefully in quite some time. I used to do it all the time in Wisconsin, but not down here. And still looking for different types of thrift stores, but I just came to a Goodwill that was near where I just was, and so I'm headed in there. I will take you with me. What am I looking for? I am looking for ties. I'm looking for men's shirts and large jeans, whether it be women or men's jeans, and yeah, and that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll see if anything else jumps out at me, but we'll talk about it, and I'll just take you along. All right, everybody. So as you can tell, I went to Goodwill for this my first trip. I'm not quite sure how often I will do hauls of different textiles and or fabrics and or garments that I may have picked up to use in different projects. It just all depends. For those who don't know, who are new to the channel, my fabric stash is here in these cases. However, I plan to keep my upcycle, unless it's specifically fabric. If it's fabric, it's going to go in here, but because these are upcycled items and different pieces that I picked up, I will have a different storage system for those. I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. It's probably going to be, well, you can't see off to the side, there is a closet. That is a hot mess that I have to organize. I still have not organized that I need to organize, and that type, these items will go probably in there just for me, or I might clear out the very bottom cubicles, cubbies down here at the bottom and put those items in there. We shall see. I haven't totally sold on, you know, how I want to store anything that I thrift. So I have my notes here. Let's jump into it. The Goodwill that I went to, this was my first time ever going to this Goodwill. If you saw my previous video, it should have been the video before this. I went to High Fashion Fabrics for my Sewist out there and all of that. You all know that High Fashion Fabrics here in Houston was closing. And so Pat and I went, talked all about that, shared my haul and everything. Some of that fabric will be incorporated in some of these items, but after we left High Fashion Fabrics, I went to Goodwill. I just Googled what was the nearest Goodwill, and so since I was down in that area, and it took me to the Goodwill that was on Westheimer, and it's in River Oaks, so it wasn't far from High Fashion Fabrics at all. And so it was close by, and I thought it was pretty good. Now, I haven't been to Goodwill and different things like that looking purposely for things in quite some time. I do know in the past, and I'm sure now still, there are days where you can get additional marked off based on the ticket price, and I do have a couple of those, one item that was like that, but everything else was marked as is. And I felt like the prices were, it was like, ooh, this is more than what I remember from years ago when I used to do this, but years ago, inflation, everything like that. So I'm fine. I will tell you up front, I spent a total of $88. And there was, like I said, only one item that was half off. And I will show you what that item is. What type, and let me get into the type of upcycler that I think I will be, so you know what type of content you're probably going to get from me if you are an upcycler. But this will speak for me, I guess in my eyes, to the sewist that wants to get into upcycling. I have been enamored over the past several months. It was like late last year in 2023 when I started stumbling across like Jen Sewing Style. I mentioned her already, Tribeca Designs. So, well, it's probably well before December because I've been following Tribeca Designs for probably a little over a year now. And so seeing the different items that she upcycles and different things of that nature, and then following some different people on Instagram, and then coming across even more YouTubers. You know how things pop up in the algorithm once you start watching a particular type of video. And so what I have learned from what I have seen is that there are different types of upcyclers. There are for sure people who they go to, you know, a thrift store or Goodwill or something like that. Maybe it's a garage sale or something like that. And they just off the dome come up with different designs, and they piecing things together, or they cut up something to add something to it and do these type of things. That's not me. You guys, 9 times out of 10, at least as it stands right now, I need a pattern. I need a guideline. So I will be using patterns for my upcycles. And so you would have seen, I know Jen and Tribeca Designs does that as well, but I put them in the more prolific designer category. I'm not that, but what I will do, what I'm thinking of are different things that I can do with fabric or different textiles. I will not say I'm a sustainable fabric or sustainable garment or maker or creator or sewist, only because while I don't sew like 15 things a month or anything like that, I do sew quite a bit. I'm not an alterationist where if something gets too big for me, then I alter it to make it fit. I'm not that, and I don't care to do that. And so I would just as easy donate something and remake it. And so, and there are some months where I just have a lot of things on my plate that I want to make. BHM Pattern Designers was a perfect idea of that. Like every week I was showing you something, right? Something different. But that's the type of upcycler I believe that I will be. And so, you know, I love the fact that I can go to a thrift store, Goodwill, a garage sale, or estate sale, or something like that, and maybe find some textiles, maybe find some pieces that then I can use patterns to create a look. Now, having said that, I do have some jeans, and I'm going to grab them, that I made I made these jeans maybe 3 years ago. I made these jeans 3 years ago. It was from Hot Patterns. The sizing and everything based on that, I should be able to fit them. But if you all saw that video, the legs never got over my thigh. And so the waist and everything is fine. So I am going to upcycle something that I did make. But this is more than likely going to be a skirt. And so, yeah, I made these jeans. These jeans are absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, I had the bias binding and a different inside for the waistband. But, yeah, the pattern was, in my opinion, was drafted poorly. So I will keep these, because that's some good denim, and just upcycle that into... that will more than likely be a skirt. So yeah, and I've seen plenty of videos on how to do that. Then there's another t-shirt I'm waiting to get, but I bought this t-shirt from a friend. It says what does it say? She owns a business. She minds her business. She about her business. She is me. I am she. And so, absolutely cute t-shirt, but I am going to upcycle this. And I already have an idea of what I want to do. It'll be something relatively simple for this one. There's another t-shirt I'm waiting for that I'm going to do a little bit more with. So yeah, I will do stuff like that so far as my upcycles. So for me, the most important message, at least for this being my first video like this, is that for me, because I do make all of my own clothes and everything like that, when I go thrifting, no matter where it is, the Goodwill, you know, anything like that, what I'm going to look for will be in the back of my mind, or the types of things that I'm looking for that I can use for future projects and future things that I want to work on. And so for me, I will be using patterns probably 80–90% of the time, unless there's, you know, a few one-offs, couple things I want to do, like I was just talking about with those jeans and with that t-shirt. And so let's go ahead and get into this haul. Let me know in the comments if you relate to this. There are upcyclers that they do a lot of applique type stuff, or on different pieces and stuff like that. I don't necessarily see me going down that path. I really do just see me using these pieces to create something using a pattern. And some, you know, some one-offs with like t-shirts and different things like that. So a little rustling of the bag, but we're going to jump into this. So my first group of items, my first trip, the main color I was looking for, you all know, for those who are new, I have had my professional colors done, so I know what my color palette is. And also, because I am doing a denim collection, for those who are new to the channel, you would like to see and hear about my 2024 denim collection, I will leave that up in the iCard, and I'll probably have it pop up at the end of this video. I wanted mostly of everything that I picked up to kind of have that blue background, blue undertone. My favorite color, which is also on my color palette, is purple. So as just in general, you're gonna see that. So this is one shirt that I picked up. This is a men's shirt. This is a men's shirt. As you can tell, it has purple and blue stripes in it. I actually bought this for my husband because I was thinking, oh, while I haven't necessarily seen him wear a lot of his other button-ups, because I make his shirts, right? And so the ones I started making for him, his button-ups, he's been wearing those more than ones that he already had ready to wear that were like this. But I was like, oh, he might like this. I'll just pick it up. And and it was only $5.99. And he was like, he said, I don't wear those type of shirts anymore. You know, the check print and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. I'll keep this in my upcycle stash. So this one was $5.99. And I will be keeping that. Then we have this one. This is another man. So everything else I'm keeping. That was the only thing I had thought he might like. This one is another man's button up. This one is also $5.99. And I have not washed any of this. And this is a large. But for me, again, having watched some videos and different things like that, I know that I can cut things and place pattern pieces in a way that I can utilize the fabric, and then even using like the cuffs for different like accent pieces or something like that on the garment. Now, the one thing as a sewist that I am very much aware of is that if I'm using a pattern, for sure, even if I'm not using a pattern, things need to be cut on the grain line, on the grain. It needs to be cut on the grain. Otherwise, the garment is going to come out all wonky, fitting, you know, not fitting right because it wasn't cut on the grain. Or, you know, depending on the project, if it's a bias cut project or something like that, you might be able to get away with a few things. But this is another shirt I picked up, another long button down. Here's another one. This is also, this one is kind of a blue red, kind of in white. Another long button down, again $5.99. All the button downs were $5.99, and this was a long. And I think the rest, oh no, I have a couple more tops. This one is another long button up, of course. Same thing. This one again has that blue in the background, as you can tell. Love that. So these are definitely going to be, I have an idea, but we shall see. I have to play around with, you know, pattern pieces and different things to see if I'm gonna get the look. This one was, oh, I didn't notice that. This one was half off. This was $12.99. Everything that was orange was half off. So this also was $6.99. Normally $12.99. So this one also, this one is a Talbot's. This is a women's Talbot's. I haven't been really paying attention to tell you the name brand, but we got Club Room. I don't shop, for those who don't know, I don't shop ready to wear because I enjoy making all of my clothes. So some of these brands and stuff I probably don't know. I know the Gap. And then this one was, who was this? Kenneth Cole. I used to buy my husband a lot of Kenneth Coles. And then this one is Tommy Hilfiger. Yeah, that one is Tommy Hilfiger. So that's it for all of the tops. Let me start making my wash pile. Then we have, I think that's it. Let me make sure. Yeah. Then next we have jeans. Jeans are up next. I only picked up 4 pair of jeans, I think. No, three or four. This first one, I want to say is a women's jean. Yeah, it is. And I like this one because it was by Lucky. It's a Lucky brand jean. See, it has the little tag on the back. But this is a Lucky brand, size 14-32 inseam. And it's called the Lolita Boot Cut. And so again, for me, you can see kind of has that faded style. For me, this is just textile fabrics that can be cut up. These patches can be used on the back pockets, I should say, can be used, cut off and used on some other fabric to give a different look or something like that. But when I get smaller size things, it's mainly for to use in a project. So I will cut it up and use it as something else. So that is the Lucky jeans. Okay, no, it looked like I only purchased 2 pair. Then these are Faded Glory. This was a really nice Goodwill. They had a lot of nice name brand things in there. And so so Faded Glory, and these are men jeans. And so these I picked up because this will fit around my waist, and then I can probably do another skirt out of this, maybe. But then I was like, I don't know. I might not want to do that. The legs and everything on this, I don't know if you can tell, is wide enough where if I cut this, I can also do maybe some kind of skirt, some other kind of, like a shorter skirt, some other project. I figure like there's enough fabric here to do something creative with. So when I look for men's jeans, I'm always going to look for jeans that probably I can fit, perhaps that I can fit. And these look like, I didn't try them on. I guess I could have, but yeah, I'd rather wash them first. So, but we shall see. But it is the it's a 42-30 with a 32 inseam, and my waist is a 39. So these definitely will fit around my waist, and I probably have to do the trick to make large waisted jeans fit is to unpick the unpick this waistband, and then you can put elastic in here from this end to this end, and it cinches it in to fit around, especially if you notice you have a little curvature in the back. So that is a nice little trick that you can do. But yeah, definitely for men's, I'm always going to look for ones that I can fit at least in the waist for sure, because I can do anything with the length. If it's not long enough or too long, I can always play with that. So yeah, Faded Glory jeans. The last pair of jeans, these are just Wrangler jeans. Also, I feel like these are men jeans. Yes. And again, it is a 42-30. 42 with a 30 inseam. Again, like I just said, my waist is a 39. And so these were all the jeans were $6.99 if I didn't say that. But again, this is a nice color. It's lighter than I normally go for jeans, but I still like it. It can still be something that I can do and work with on a project. I'm so super excited about these. So yeah, yes, this is going in my wash pile. Then the last items that I picked up were these ties. I picked up, and I have been following Bangala Homes. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Bangala Homes. I'll leave a link to her Instagram down below, but I'll probably have her Instagram scrolling on my screen. When I tell you, this woman she is bad on these ties. When I say bad, that means good. She is slamming with these tie recreations. So super inspired by her. So I went and picked up, again, you'll notice the color theme is this purple and blue. I picked up several ties, and I'll just show them real quick. So I picked up this striped one. This one I thought was really cute. I was like, I'm gonna have to do something special with this. And so yeah, oh, that is so cute. And all of the ties were $4.99, except for one was $9.99, but it had the orange tag and it was 50% off. I'll show you which one that was. And I'm not familiar with, I think, any of the designers of these ties, as a matter of fact. And let's see, this one, look at this, another pretty purple. Love that. Love, love, love. Another purple, simple purple. And then this one has some blue in it. Nice blue. It has a little check in it as well. So hopefully, yeah, you can see that. It has a little bit of a check. Again, all these were $4.99. And I need to wash this. This is the one that was $9.99 and it was half off. And she said this was part of their boutique line. Let me see, who was this? Oh, it was a Michael Kors tie. And so this one is a Michael Kors tie. So hopefully you can see that. So yeah, those were the ties that I picked up. And yeah, I want more. I need more because I had so many ideas from Bangala Homes over on Instagram, what she's been showing and what she's been doing. I am going to wash these ties. I have, you know, a lingerie bag. I'm going to put those in and wash these, you know, in the lingerie bag all together and make sure those are all clean, and put sanitizer. I'll put sanitizer with anything that I've purchased from the Goodwill. I'll add sanitizer to the laundry detergent to also, you know, just do a little extra, make sure it's clean. And so, yeah, I am so super excited. I thank you all for tuning in today. For those who are thinking about doing this yourself, let me know what you think about the haul, what you think about this type of content. If it's something that you would be interested in. For some, you may not be interested in that. I understand, that's totally fine. Like I said, this is not going to turn into an upcycle channel, but you will see hauls here and there. And then as I wrap my mind around some designs that I want to do, then you'll see those creations brought to the channel. So that is all I have for today. I thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so super excited about this. Stay tuned for the next video, which is coming up on Sunday. I believe that is another good topic I will have for you, but stay tuned. I thank you everybody so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a blessed rest of your week, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.